What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another discussion video. Today's topic is going to be some SH FIGUARTS Jujutsu Kaisen greatness. Now, if you watched my previous action figure news video that I uploaded just last night, you'll know I did make a segment covering the announcement that the Jujutsu Kaisen line is going to be revived. And so basically what this video is me discussing the top 5 figures I think that they should release first in order for this line to be successful, with an exception of one character. We're not talking about him, but yeah, man, this is just gonna be a quick discussion video. Seems like you guys are really excited about it, so of course I'm gonna want to hear your comments and things afterwards. But for the time being, go ahead and drop a like, as I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already or you're new here, and let's get right into it. Now, with the way Tamashii Nations advertised a new lineup, it does lead me to believe that this is almost like a revival of the line and not necessarily a continuation, which, if that's the case, I do think they probably are going to somewhat restart and give us characters that we've already gotten, and probably, well, of course, some new ones. But if that's the case, I do think they should definitely restart the line with an SH FIGUARTS updated Yuji Toadori, giving us all of his season 2 looks. Now, I know from the beginning everything pretty much was the same as season 1, but as he continued to fight on, he got battle damaged, he got scars, and of course by the end of the season he looked exactly like what you're seeing on screen right now. I would love to get, even if it's a battle damaged Yuji, where he comes with some bloody scars, some scars where they're completely filled in after they've healed, some Sukuna faceplates. There's so many options. If they give us the Sukuna parts, we've definitely got to get the Fuga where he does his flaming technique. There's so many options, man, and they really need to do this as a budget release. Now, the reason I say that this needs to be a budget release is actually multiple reasons, because for one, it is them basically giving this line another shot. They're restarting it, and you have to grab people from the very first release, because if you get them to buy the first figure, they'll be motivated to buy more of them in order to at least somewhat want to complete the collection or build a team or build a display, whatever it is. And I know that they can do it because they've done it multiple times. They've given us the SH FIGUARTS Tanjiro. He comes with more accessories than any of the Demon Slayer figures we've gotten before. Sold that thing to us for 35 bucks. You can find it at your local Targets and Walmart. They did it with the SH FIGUARTS Naruto. He comes with a ton of accessories, and then they also done it multiple times with SH FIGUARTS Goku's. Now, granted, he doesn't come with the most, but still, I think they can do it with this guy. If they don't give us the Sukuna parts, we could still get several different Yuji expressions, facial parts, different hands, some effect pieces that are better than the ones we got with the first release, because those were terrible, a black flash effect, and then call it a day. So yeah, a budget Yuji Itadori release with a ton of accessories, I feel like would be the best way to start off this line, and hopefully they do that, if, of course, this is going to be a line revival, which at this point, it pretty much feels like it. Now, next up, we have none other than our boy Uta Okotu, who in the previous video, I said we probably weren't going to need, but I completely forgot that his hairstyle did change. And since he is someone who's going to be extremely prevalent in season 3, I feel like this is a figure that we need to get. Now, that being said, I think that this also should be a budget release. They could give us the same body because that was a really good figure, but what they should do to make people buy this, obviously the new head sculpts, new hairstyle, new faceplates, but they should give us some effect parts, especially for his sword with the pink cursed energy mixed in with the black. That would be really sick. And they should give us, I know they're not going to give us any Rika pieces. Like we know that's not going to happen. Maybe a windswept hair piece and maybe 1 or 2 expressions for Yuji Itadori. Now, yes, I know some of you guys don't agree with DLC pieces, but this is a figure that if they release it, the most that they can do is give us a new head sculpt, some effect parts. So in order to maximize what we get out of it. I would definitely love an extra faceplate for Yuji. That would be fine with me. But yeah, I do feel like we are going to need another Uta. Now, I know it's not going to happen, but hypothetically speaking, let's say they went in the exact order that I am showcasing these characters in this video. The third release would have to be a brand new character, because by that time, people would already be annoyed by repeat characters. So I'd say we got to get a curse. It's got to be Mahito. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I hate this dude more than Toji. Honestly, I don't even hate Toji. I just hate Toji fans. I actually really do like Toji, but I hate Mahito for multiple reasons. But that's what makes him a great villain, and that's what would make him a great addition to our collection. When it comes to this character, there's not really any specifics I think that we need, because the things that we do need, they're not going to give us, such as curses that he has manipulated. We'll probably get some small ones, maybe one or two, but I highly doubt that. If they don't do that, they should at least give us these curse effect pieces that he has on his hands. Some crazy sadistic facial expressions, and maximum posability, man. As long as we get that, I guess they could throw in like a idol transfiguration sword, like a mace, just any of the techniques that he's used, that he transfigured his own body to turn into. Because I don't see any curses coming with this guy. It would be amazing if they did, but I feel like it would raise the price to a point that they're uncomfortable with, especially given that they are potentially giving this line a restart. So they got to start light. Maybe we could get some extra things in the future. But yeah, we definitely need Mahito. Now, coming in at number 4 is none other than the Riz King himself, Kinto Nanami. Man, I have such a love for this character that I feel like it's criminal Tamashii Nations didn't give us him in the first wave of figures we got, because I truly feel like they could have given us a season 1 look where he had on the full suit, and then with this line Revival, that could give us the look that you see on screen right now, where he's just got on the button up and just looking so majestic, man. I love this man. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I hate the way that he went out, man, but it was just, the execution of it was so beautiful when watching it in anime. And I don't know a single person that hates this character. If you hate Nanami, you're the problem. I'm sorry. If you hate this character, you are the problem. You got to be watching JJK for the wrong reasons. And when it comes to a release like this, they can keep it very simple, man. I prefer this look because I feel like they would probably slack off with the articulation if they gave us the full suit. With this, they can maximize the articulation, give us a decent amount of accessories, nothing too crazy either. Now, when it comes to this figure in particular, they don't have to go too crazy with the accessories, but there are some necessities. First off, he needs at least 4 or 5 different faceplates. Some where he has on the glasses, some where he's not wearing them, because as we all know, he does sport both looks. They don't have to go too crazy with the emotional faceplates, because he doesn't really show much emotion in battle until his very final battle, which I doubt they would make that look. So it's not necessarily necessary. Now, he does need several sets of hands, quite a few of them. He's definitely going to need one where he has the tie wrapped around his fist, because as we all know, that is a technique that he loves to use, and it's super sick. That also means he's going to have a chest piece where you can remove the tie. They've done it with the SH FIGUARTS dingy figures from Chainsaw Man, which means it's possible. He's also going to have to be able to attach his blade to the back, which means it's going to have to come with a separate one where it pegs in, or he's going to have to come with like this harness piece that you guys see in the photo right now. Last but not least, he's going to need a cursed energy effect. Every single Jujutsu Kaisen figure should have a cursed energy effect. As long as they give us those things with this figure, I do feel like it will be perfect if we don't have any QC issues. So yes, coming in at number 4, we need the Riz King Nanami. Now, coming in at number 5 is none other than the emo boy Choso himself. Now, I say that we need a figure of him specifically for diversity. If they make Choso, that will show collectors that they are truly going to branch out, and it's possible that we could get our hands on just about any character, because I feel like a release of him would be outside of the norm. When it comes to the Jujutsu Kaisen line in particular, I felt like they really played it safe and they tried to give us all the popular characters, but they didn't really show us that, okay, we're going to give you this and this and this. We'll give you this character, because if they did, there are other figures that we would have gotten with the first batch of these figures. On top of everything I just mentioned, I do feel like Choso is a very, very popular character, and he plays a very big role in the upcoming seasons. Now, if you don't care about that, let's not forget that he had one of the best fights in the series with Yuji. I mean, the choreography was just absolutely insane, man. And it was just beautiful to watch. Looking at the image on screen, the colors just look so amazing. So this is a figure, they could keep it simple, man. Give us 3 or 4 different facial expressions, give us several sets of hands, give us some blood manipulation techniques, and we're good to go. We don't got to get his ugly ass brothers or nothing crazy like that. Give us the best posability that they can give us. They showed that they could do it with the SH FIGUARTS Geto, despite him wearing an overly sized uniform. I don't think that they can mess this figure up unless they take the wrong direction in terms of engineering. I don't expect any QC issues, so this shouldn't be too bad of a release. So yeah, Choso is definitely one that needs to be added to the list. Now, initially when I started working on this video, I wanted to do a top 10 list, but I decided against it since, for one, it was going to carry on too long, and then also I'm discussing the restarting of the Jujutsu Kaisen line. Going over 10 figures would probably be a 2.5 year span, if we even get any figures this year. So I was like, you know what? I'll keep it short. I'll keep it sweet. I'll go over how they should restart the line in my personal opinion, and then I'll leave it at that. So now I'm going to turn to you guys. I do want to know, do you agree with this list? Is there anything you don't agree with? I already know some of y'all are going to say Toji, so just act like I added him to the list. And if I'm being honest with you, he definitely should be on the list. He's a popular character, and I wouldn't mind if they restarted the line with him, even though I would prefer the updated Yuji first. But yeah, that's another story. We're not getting into that. But yeah, if there's any other characters that you guys think should have been added to the list, feel free to drop down to the comment section below and let me know. Let me know what you guys want. But overall, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as that always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.